beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome to another episode of the Sugar Daddy Show. I'm your host, Sugar Daddy. Today I've got a special treat for you. You'll have to watch out for it, though. Alright, let me stop. I can't keep that up for any length of time, so there is a special treat in store, I hope, if all goes well. I'm not going to put it in the description. You're going to have to actually pay attention to the video and watch it and everything and see and go from there. And I'll just, annotate it or whatever. And, yeah, so that it's a big day for me, I guess. Some of you out there might not care. You might not give a shit. You might just be like, whatever. But for me, it's a big day. And the topic that I wanted to bring up today is kind of on the fringe, on the edge, kind of just out there. It's out there. It's me thinking. It's me. I work alone a lot for the last 20 years. My career just has me. I work alone. I don't really, see that many. I don't get to talk to that many people during the course of my day, and so I just kind of spend a lot of time just alone, thinking, coming up with things that some people just find ridiculous. So you might find it ridiculous. You might just look at it with a grain of just take it with a grain of salt. It's just me thinking, my brain rambling. So it might not even. It's just and the topic is this. The topic is, and I'll pose it as a question: is what if motovlogging was fake? That's right, you heard me. What if motovlogging, not motovlogging itself, but the whole, you have your superstars of motovlogging. You have your, you have your Do It With Dan. You have your Chase with Two Wheels. You have your Motonosity. You have your Jarrett Campisi. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not sure. You have your Yummy R6. You have your Yammy Noob. Comment. You've got these stars of motovlogging out there. These the LeBron Jameses and the Steph Currys of motovlogging that you see them, they're always on a fresh bike. The kids still say that, right? Fresh. They're always on a nice bike. You see their garages, and their garages are just totally dream garages, pergo flooring and all this other, and paint and stuff, and just doodads and hoo-ha's. Maybe not hoo-ha's, but you see all that, and then you see them, their cars, and you see Do It With Dan's Vet, Do It With Dan's Camaro, according to Walter, and Yummy's Lotus, and you see these guys, and you see Chase getting Triumphs, pretty much anytime you ask for one. And just kind of a garage full of bikes. And I understand, bikes are not that expensive. You can have more than one. They're like Lay's potato chips. But at the same time, it's there's that tier. There's that tier of these guys. And then you've got your minor league players and your guys who are just out there. And they're not, they might not have the fancy cars and stuff like that. It's but their sponsorship is different possibly. Think of it in terms of athletes. Think of like Chase. I watch a lot of Chase's videos. Think of it like that. Chase is sponsored by Nike, right? Let's say Chase is sponsored by Nike, and then you've got he hangs out with Yummy R6, and Yummy is there, but he doesn't have the views, right? He doesn't have the views. He doesn't have the followers, the followers. So maybe he's sponsored by Adidas, or the equivalent, of Adidas. So he's not the top tier Chase would be, but he's still playing the game. He's still allowed in the arena on game day. He's still, it's just cool. I mean, he's not, I'm not, and this is not me saying, someone sucks over someone else. This is just me, like I said, this is just me thinking 8 hours a day, just thinking to myself, what if it's all just a huge sham? What if it's just product placement? What if like GoPro and Honda and Triumph and Suzuki and whoever and Yamaha and all these other like manufacturers, and I would see it being mostly GoPro, just to kind of push that product, because that's what it's all about, right? Everybody's got a GoPro on their helmet. I got a GoPro on my helmet. It's all about GoPros. It's all about like selling a $400 camera that's basically useless for anything except for like action sports. Like, think about that. Like, it's such a niche product. Like, and people look at it as like $400, and all I can do is like ski with it, or mountain bike with it, or go to the track with it. That's a very niche market. So GoPro's got to push that. GoPro's got to, like, they're advertising. They have to like look at it and say, we've got to push our product. We've got to promote our product. Obviously, they're in the business of making money. That's what they do. That's what GoPro does, and you can't fault them for that. I mean, hell, everybody wants to make money. Shit, I want to make money. But at the same time, it's like a TomTom. It's like a nav system. It's like I can just put my phone on my dashboard, and I've got a navigation system. There's no reason for me to go out and spend $300 on a TomTom, even on a bike. It's like, yeah, you see like the adventure guys and stuff like that, and the touring guys. And they're like, well, I've got a sat nav, or whatever. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but your phone does the same exact thing, and you already have it. So why spend another $300? Same thing. I mean, I can mount my phone to my bike and have video, and just buy a separate recorder. I have a Tascam, as a matter of fact. I just buy a separate recorder. I don't need a GoPro. What the hell do I need a GoPro for? So how can we get our customers to spend $400 on something that they don't really need? I know. We'll promote people, not just guys, because there are women out there. Billy Bean, Moto, I'm looking at you. There's guys out there, and they're like, well, what if we came to these guys, had them sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, we gave them product, we made them superstars. We've created boy bands on motorcycles. They've all got fan bases. They've all got like different colors, like gangs. Like, you got Chase with his red, you got Yummy with his blue. It's like, now fight. You got Do It with Dan with his like orange and his mohawk. You got Yummy Noob who is white. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? There's like these factions, and it's like you can pick your own, but they're all using the same product. So you think like, oh yeah, well I'm a backer of such and such. Well, I'm a backer of such and such, but they all use GoPros. And meanwhile, there's some GoPro guy sitting back in his chair like, yes, buy the $400 camera. Oh, wait, look, it's like an iPhone. We changed the screen is like 0.2 millimeters bigger. Oh, shit. The screen, that was, you'd think I'd never been on this road before. The screen is 0.2 millimeters bigger. Now we can charge like $50 extra for it. Let's take the mic port out, but let's still charge them the same thing for it, because now they'll have to buy another one. They can put this one on their bike. That's the great place. And we'll just have like shots of them. Yeah, I bought one of these. And that's the dialogue. I bought one of these. I put it on my bike. There's no mic port on it. I didn't realize that. So now I'm gonna just stick it on my bike, and I'll just do that. I'll get some audio from there. I'll get video from there, and I'll just splice it in. It's like, yeah, I'm going to keep this one as my main one, blah, blah, but I still spent, $400-something on this one. It's like the Truman Show. That's what it is. That's what motovlogging is. Look at motovlogging as if it's the Truman Show. And we don't realize that it's a show. Like, we're not in the show, right? These guys are in the show. The motovloggers are in the show. We as the public, we're the ones that don't realize it's a show. Everybody else does. The motovloggers do. GoPro does. Triumph does, Yamaha does, Honda, whatever they have. Everybody realizes it's a show, except for the viewers. And the viewers are shelling out money, and they're shelling out money, and they're shelling out money, and they're keeping the show afloat, and they don't even realize that it's just a big show, And that, like, to me, that kind of, once I started thinking about that, like I said, I have a lot of, not free time, but I have a lot of alone time. I have a lot of downtime. I work in law enforcement. That's basically what it is. So I drive around. I'm driving around for 8 hours a day, you know, and like they say, there's the mad minutes, you know, and then you kind of like come back down. But for the most part, you're just driving around for 8 hours a day, and you know, you're either on your phone talking to somebody, or you're listening to the radio, or listening to a podcast or a book on tape or something, or you're thinking about stuff. You know, some days there's just days I don't even turn the radio on. I just sit there and I think all day, like just random things pop into my head. And this was one of them. On one of those days, just popped into my head, like, what if it's all just fake? What if motovlogging? You've got the guys, and I haven't gone back into like their archives and like looked at some of their early videos, but they're just like spawned. You know, you see some guys and their videos start off like bad quality, bad sound quality. Like take this guy, you know, and their videos just start off bad quality, bad quality, bad, you know, everything, and then they slowly progress and get better and get better and get better. And then there's the guys like Chase, you know, like look at his intro, you know, look at his intro, and look at like Walterific's intro. And Walterific's intro is like one of my favorites. Just that, I love that, you know. But like they come to the show with those skills, or maybe they have an IT team that just says, you know what, you just go out, you just stick the GoPro on, record, just talk about random things. We'll help you out with some topics if you need them. You send us your tape, your footage. We'll edit it. We'll upload it to your thing. So you can constantly like just like think about that. Like some of these guys are putting out videos like 3-4 times a week. I don't know about you, but for me to upload a video, to edit a video, like 3 to 4 hours to edit a video, and like another 45 minutes or so to upload the video. And the video's got a process, and then I got to make sure that it looks good, and I got to go back. I mean, I can literally spend half a day on one video, just making sure it looks okay. And I've only got 2 at this point. You know, but then these guys are putting out like 3 and 4 a week, and they have like series, and it's just like they're just out there. They're like basically they're either writing or they're editing, right? Unless it's all a show, and they're sending it to someone else, and someone else is sitting there, and they have a team of nerds sitting somewhere doing it, and it's just like, oh hey nerd, Chase sent in his newest first ride, uploaded. Yes sir. And that's like it's not the only way I could explain it. It's definitely not. I mean, I'm sure there's like some guys that are probably just doing what they got to do, you know. But it's just, to me, it just seems like, what if it were a show? What if it were a show? I think I'm in second. Here we go. What if it were a show? What if it was just all a show and that was it? Like, think about that. If it were just all a show and no one knew except for those guys, except for the manufacturers and these guys who can't tell anybody, because then they'll disappear. Like, that's it. That's the end of your, you know, it's nice doing business with you. Now you're back to, you know, working at McDonald's or wherever, like in the real world and stuff like that. You know, it was nice while it lasted, but you couldn't keep your mouth shut and you had to tell everybody about the secret. You know, and Christoph comes down and he's like, I'm sorry because I loved you. I raised you. I gave birth to you. You know, and that's it. So what if it was? That's the kind of shit that I think about. Like all of that. Just weird shit like that. Like, oh, what if, man? Which is cool, I guess. I don't know. It's me. So now that this is coming to an end, I mean this little stretch of freeway-ish, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this one. And that was the thing. That was my big reveal. I've done freeway speeds. Like, this is my second season on this bike. My second season on a bike. Second season ever. I've done freeway speeds before. I've never been on a freeway except for just that was the first time when you just saw me merge. If you watched this far, when you saw me merge, and you saw me get on the freeway, that was my first time ever getting onto a freeway, right there. So congratulations to me, yes. And I'm still good. And yeah, it was, you know what? As I'm coming up to the exit, my heart's like racing a little bit. I'm getting on, and I didn't realize it was that short. I looked beforehand to make sure to see exactly how long it was, that little stretch, and so it wasn't the biggest thing. I know there's people out there touring for miles and miles on freeways, you know, but that for me, that was my first time. So, hey, what's up? To me, that's a milestone. That was my first time on the freeway. So, congratulations to me. So, I'm gonna end this one here. If you liked it, you can subscribe to it, or like it, press the like, I don't know, like it, share it, subscribe to it. Yeah, that's it. And I hope to catch you again soon. Thanks. It's Sugar Daddy, and I'll catch you later. See you soon.